Hey guys, Mike from Field of Flame. We're going to make some sausage today. We put quite a bit on the page about the field part, and we're going to do a little bit of the flame part today. Before I get started, I want to give some shout outs to AJ Customs for the great shirts, swag for the Field of Flame crew. Anybody wants one, hit me up on the page. I can hook you up. We'll have merchandise for sale if anybody wants it. Next one I've got a call out to Bill Duke. Hey, we want to be the ones testing your 650s, the brand new. So let us know what you think about that. Alright, so today we're going to make a sausage called Merguez, is what I'm guessing is pronounced, or Merguez. It's a spicy lamb sausage from North African roots. It's actually popular there and in France. It's a spicy sausage. You're going to serve it most of the time fried with bell peppers or something like that. It's got an extraordinary flavor to it. What we're going to need to start this off is we're going to need basically 3 tablespoons of kosher salt. We're going to mix all of our dry ingredients before we put it to the meat. We're going to go with 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now all my things might look a lot bigger, but I'm doing a double batch. With the measurements I am giving you are for a 5-pound batch. We're doing 10. And the next thing we're going to go with is 1 teaspoon of red hot pepper flake. I'm going to go in there. I watch Scott Ree a lot, and he explains that you mix all your dry ingredients together before you put everything into your meat. So then we're going to go with 1.5 teaspoons of fresh black pepper. After that, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of Spanish paprika. And after that, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of fresh minced oregano. We're going to take these ingredients here, we're going to whisk them until they all look about the same color. You'll be able to tell when it's all one piece and all good. You can see it's all coming together, kind of like a reddish pink color. Next thing we're going to do is we've got, basically I've done 4 pounds of ground elk, which is frozen. And I chunked it up, kind of semi-thawed it so it would cut a lot easier. And then I've got 2 pounds of fatty pork cut up. So basically you're going to do an 80% ratio of red meat to fat. So after we got all this cut up in like 1-inch chunks, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix the spices to the meat. Forgot my gloves, hang on guys. Get all this mixed up here until it's all evenly coated and the pork and everything is all together with the red meat. And like I said, this is ground elk. We're trying something a little different with it. Anybody out there who's killed an elk understands that you wind up with a ton of ground elk, so it's okay to take it if you've already have it ground up. And you can regrind it once it's frozen. And it grinds really good if it's been frozen, and you're still a little frozen. So just kind of throwing that out there for you. Now that I've got this all kind of incorporated together, I'm going to go ahead and put in 1.5 cup of diced roasted red peppers and 2 tablespoons of garlic minced. We get this part done. We're going to mix this all together now. This way your grind's going to come out evenly and everything's going to be distributed good. I lose something there? Sure did. As you can see, it's mixed up really good. So give me just 1 second, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my grinder set up, and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, I've got the grinder set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get it turned on here. Now, always keep your fingers out of the grinder. We're grinding this up with a small die. I'm not going to get coarse ground sausage, it's actually going to be a really fine ground sausage. Remember, kids, when you're playing with your grinder at home, use your stuffer. You'll probably get your fingers pulled out of this one. This is a big one. This is actually a Weston number 22. It's a little overkill for anybody at home, but it's a damn big grinder. Take this grinder here maybe about a minute and a half to get 10 pounds of meat through it. Once we get all this ground up, we'll go right on ahead and get the ingredients finished up on it. Then we'll go on to the casings. If anybody's got any sausages they'd like for us to try to make, or anything with wild game, leave it in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe. Hit that little button. Make sure that you get, uploads or let you know we're ready. So, we're going to keep grinding this up here, and once we get this part done, we'll get back to you guys as soon as we get there. Alright guys, this is what it's going to look like when you get it out of the grinder. Like I said, we grind it with a fine die. It's I think it was a 4.5 mil die. Next thing you're going to want to add is a 1/4 cup of a dry red wine, which is a Cabernet Sauvignon is what I chose. It's actually one of my favorite wines if I'm going to drink wine. And then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of ice cold water added to that. Now here's the part of sausage making that nobody really enjoys, is you're just going to mix this until you think it's done. Then you're going to mix it again and keep mixing it until it's completely done. Because you don't want any what they call hot spots in it. You want it to be good and mixed. You don't want to get a bite of just straight pepper or a lot of wine in a bite. So what I do is I try to fold it, bring it back across, fold it. It's going to get sticky, and that's what you want it to do. When it gets good and sticky. Then after we get this mixed up, we'll take this little bit and we'll put it in a skillet and just give it a taste and see if, if we like it. And then you can always adjust your seasonings after the fact. But right now all we're doing is mixing it and getting that wine incorporated with that water. Remember, everything is ice cold when you're doing this, so your fingers are going to be nice and cold when you're done. When your hands are numb is when I say you're done mixing. I know they do make a tool for this. I actually have one, but I prefer to hand mix. It seems to work a lot better for me. Just keep folding it, folding it. You can see it's starting to get like a sticky consistency to it, and that's what you're wanting it to be. So, well guys, we'll go ahead and keep folding and mixing this up until we get ready to shoot this, and then we'll get the casing stuffer out and we'll go ahead and get it started. So, alright guys, we've got the stuffer set up. We're getting ready to stuff this Merguez sausage out. Got here in my stuffer. We're going to run a collagen casing. I normally like a natural lamb or a whole casing, but they weren't available right now, so I went with my collagen casing I bought here locally, along with help from my assistant here, because stuffing sausages, it's a little bit tough. So go ahead and let him come over here and he can do some cranking. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run these out. We don't want to get them too stuffed out. Just have a blowout there, that's okay. We can fix that. Usually you got to be able to work good with the guy that you're working with here. Maybe a little bit faster, but is I'm going to shoot them off like this, and then we'll link them out. You don't want to overstuff them, because when you go to overstuff them, then you're going to start busting casings like you saw what happened right there. So you want it to be kind of loose, but not super loose. It's just all about feel. So once you get it figured out. Okay, whoa, that's it. Stop. Take this end down here, we'll tie it off. And I'll go back down here, this one broke, and I'll tie it off again, and we'll start it over again. So that's pretty much all there is to stuffing. I do have something I do want to say though. You guys need to get over on YouTube. You guys also need to check out the Scott Reed project. This guy is really good. He kind of is what inspired me on the sausage making and the butchering online. Scott Reed, if you happen to watch this, please let me know if there's something I'm doing wrong with this sausage. Like I said, I'm pronouncing it Merguez. We've also heard it was pronounced Merguez, so we don't really know. So we'll get these stuffed out and we'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, all the sausages are made and we shot them and we stuffed them. We got about 10 pounds here. It took a total of about 2.5 to 3 hours to do all this. We had some left over from the stuffer we couldn't get, so we shot it up bulk. As you can see, it's a pretty sausage. It's got a real mild flavor to it. Everybody seems to like it. So we'll let these things hang, get them vacuum sealed, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Hey, remember, like and subscribe. Then hit the like button, subscribe, and get that little bell, so every time we upload a video, you guys will know. You guys have a good evening. Thanks.